I never actually thought I would go out and evangelize to many people. But like Two Ways to Live, it gave me both the knowledge and the confidence to be able to do that. I bring paper with me, and the idea is that you would go to your friends, go to your random people in the cafeteria, and then you just ask if they have 5 minutes for you to share the gospel with them.
Like them.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
Please remain seated.
Hey Izzy, how are you doing here?
What are you doing here?
I am writing some stuff on my computer, mainly code. So, tech stuff, video game explosions, that sort of thing. It's part of my work, you can trust me.
Okay, I trust you.
Yes, Cindy, nice to meet you.
Yeah, well, I'm here to ask you some questions
Oh,
so that our Instagram audience can get to know you better.
Okay, I guess I'm honored.
Why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay, so my name is Thomas, and I do computer science things. I study computer science in the University of Nottingham. It's right over here. And one of my favorite things I like to do is build stuff on my computer.
Cool, sounds
Yep.
fun. Which solid group do you go to?
So I go to solid group Broga.
Okay.
That is named after Broga Hill. It's supposed to be over there. You can't see it. Don't bother trying.
I trust you.
Okay. Even though we named it after Solid Broga, we don't actually meet up at Broga Hill all that often. Instead, where we usually meet is at Satya Eco Hill, somewhere over there. Again, you can't see it. There's so many trees around. Why are you trying?
What have you learned from Two Ways to Live at Broga?
What have I learned from Two Ways to Live? Think about this for a second. Before I actually went into understanding Two Ways to Live, I didn't have a good framework to know the gospel and tell it to other people. So the idea is I don't know how to think. And that's not great as far as God's word is concerned. So what Solid Broga did is that it taught me how to actually have a good framework for thinking about God's word, a good framework for both understanding it and explaining it to people in a way that they can understand. Another thing that it helps me to understand as well is that people have different opinions about the Bible. People will have different worldviews, and you've got to be able to interact with them. So Two Ways to Live gives you a structured way to think about what people say about the Bible based on what you tell them, and how you're supposed to respond to them based on what God has already said.
Sounds like you've been learning a lot.
My goodness, I really have a lot to catch up on, simply because I haven't learned this for like a really long time. And on one hand, I have to say, I should have known this like 20 years ago. Oh, but I didn't.
Better late than never.
Yeah, better late than never.
Well, what would you say to someone who is afraid of evangelism?
Well, we gotta understand the whole reason why we're doing this is because God is ultimately the ruler of this world. God is the king, and we are his servants. And by understanding that we're doing his work to his glory, that really helps to give you the confidence to get out and speak to people, because you know that God, is working through what you say. Even though you know that you're a sinner, he's a sinner, you might mess it up. And also, don't forget, if it's your first time doing this, well, a new experience is always going to feel like this. Just embrace it and go.
Okay, thanks for the tip, Thomas. See you around.
All right, thank you.
Bye.
Okay, well, you want to put that in.